What's up, everybody? Dog 1985. There's levels to this. All right, guys. Man, are there levels to this? So, last two videos, last couple of tweets, I've been going back and forth with some StarField fans, right? Now, no one has been able to. Let me take that back. A few of you have tried to explain things to me, and I guess the more it gets reiterated, the more I'm inclined to listen, and eventually you just can't ignore something. And today, shout out to you, TK9. I hopped on TK9's podcast because they were actually talking about it, right? And then they saw me in the chat. They're like, Doc, you need to hop in here. You're on trial or whatever. So I hopped in. I think I did like maybe 30 minutes just talking with TK and stuff. And he was able to express something to me. Look, man, if something makes sense, it makes sense. My pride and my ego is not big enough for me to admit when I'm wrong. It's really not. Okay. So when Teak, as bitter as it might taste, you can even see it in my face right now. When you right, and that's on both sides. Okay. So this is how this works. Me critiquing Starfield in the way that I did doesn't really make sense because Starfield is not my type of game. So I saw an element that pertains to the type of games that I like, the shooting mechanics, right? And I put that expectation onto a game that's not its main thing. A lot of you guys will say, Doc, it's not a shooter, it's an RPG, right? So again, hey, listen, feel by all means, feel free to call me out. But TK was saying, if this is not your type of game, Doc, why are you criticizing it? I understand what he means because my opinion of this game, even though it's just my opinion, but some opinions weigh heavier than others, is gonna weigh less from someone that doesn't actually play those types of games. I'll give you an example, okay? Even though I like Halo and I've played all the Halos, I would not consider myself a true Halo fan. Like there's people that actually play Halo, especially when it comes to the multiplayer, right? So if someone that is a true Halo fan does not like Halo Infinite and they're saying how bad Halo Infinite is from someone that actually plays Halo, not just somebody that doesn't like Xbox. I mean somebody that actually plays Halo. If they legitimately are play Halo all the time and they just don't like Halo Infinite, and then I come along and I'm telling you that Halo Infinite is great, Halo Infinite is amazing, right? You have to look at both of those opinions and realize someone is coming from a place of expectation and expertise, and somebody else is coming from a brand new perspective. So it might not take that much to impress me, right? Now, I've played all the Halos. I enjoyed every single Halo, every single campaign. Obviously, there's some that are better than others, but Halo Infinite to me is a really, really enjoyable game. The gameplay, the gunplay, like extremely fun. People kept telling me, Doc, you got to play Bethesda games. You got to play Fallout games. You got to play Skyrim. Like, just play them, Doc. And what you were trying to tell me is that once I play those games, I will understand what type of games those are. And then I will understand what Bethesda, when they make those types of games, what they focus on. So even though this is something that's quote unquote wrong with the game, when the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter, is what you're telling me. So, as reluctant as I may be to say this, I can concede that, yeah, I don't know what type of game this is. I don't know if I'm even going to like this game. And it is foolish to critique a game that's not out yet, that we haven't even played yet. It really is. As foolish as it may seem, though, what was pointed out is still accurate. The difference is it doesn't matter. That's the difference. Is it doesn't matter. Let's say they don't change it and they keep it exactly the same, but everything else that this game is supposed to be, they execute to the fullest. And someone that is a Fallout fan, someone that is a Skyrim fan, tells and plays this game and really says, no, this is the best Fallout, this is the best Skyrim, this is the best this type of game I've ever played. It doesn't matter if the element of the game that I would like to see perfected is not fixed. The same way, the same exact way that in a shooter like Halo Infinite, I care way more about the shooting mechanics and how the shooting feels than I do about whether or not fruit explodes or has gun wounds or bullet holes, whatever. Like if the same exact way. Now, if you're someone that cares about that, that's cool, but it's irrelevant to someone like me that enjoys shooters. So again, shout out to TK. I'll put the link to his channel in the description. But I even told him when I was when we were having that dialogue on his podcast, it took someone who's not a StarField fan, because TK is not a StarField fan. He'll tell you that himself, right? Like, I'm sure he'll play the game, but he ain't over here, waiting in anticipation for this game to come out. But it took someone who's not a StarField fan to be able to explain this to me, because he was able to take the emotion out of it. That's really what it was. He was able to just, no matter what I said, he was cool, calm, and collected, and was able to take the emotion out of it. Didn't have to insult me. Didn't have to say anything. Didn't have to say something as dumb as go shoot guns in real life so you can learn. It's like, I'm not even going to get into that. But he was able to be level-headed and explain like, hey, Doc, all it is this is not your type of game. So when people see you talking and critiquing a game that they know is not your type of game, they feel some type of way about it. And I could understand that. So, StarField fans, I will let you be. I will let you be. He even said the same way I would probably look at someone that doesn't play Grand Theft Autos that starts talking about Grand Theft Auto games. It's like, You know what I mean? It's like, but it is what it is. So StarField fans, I'll leave you alone. I'll let you stay with your StarField. If you guys are telling me that what you see looks good and is going to be epic for that style of game, then I hope you enjoy StarField. I hope it's amazing. And when it comes out, I might give it a shot. Maybe I'll try some of these Fallouts before it comes out. You guys let me know. Please let me know which Fallout you think I should try. Or is it Skyrim that I should try? People are telling me not to try out 76 because it's not the same. So let me know which Fallout it is so I could get a better understanding as to what this game might be. And maybe I could decide whether I like this game or not. Or whether I'm going to like this game or not. But yeah, come to you guys humbled. TK, shout out to you, my man. And everyone else in the chat that kept telling me, Doc, you got to try Fallout. Doc, you got to try Skyrim. Doc, you don't know what you're talking about. My peoples, I appreciate you. It is what it is. Anyone that came at me a little bit sideways, it's all good anyways. It's just video games. Doc Dog 1985, there's levels to this. We out. Peace.